Hey guys, Molly here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my November wrap up and my December TBR. So for November I only read one book, which was Sleeper by Mackenzie Cadenhead, I'm gonna guess. I gave that book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I was kind of expecting something a little bit different from it, but like overall it was a really good book. That's why I gave it 4 stars. It's about a girl who has to she has a REM sleep disorder, and so she acts out her dreams and everything. So she starts to she's going to take this trial drug and everything that's going to make her still while she sleeps and everything. And then things happen. She meets this guy and things happen, and I'm just like, wow, okay, this was really cool. And I really liked the ending, toward the ending, and I was like, everything's happening, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. I loved it. So yeah, that was the book that I read in November. So I have a lot of books that I am going to read in December. I know my average I read every month is 4 books, because 3 to 4 books is my average every month. And that is not what this is this month. I am about 16. Well, I just completed a book on December 4th, and today's December 6th or something. So I completed 1 book already. So my reading goal is 50 books, and I'm hoping to complete that. Last year it was 50 books also, but I only read 22. And that was my first year doing it. So I don't know why I set 50 books. And I don't know why this year I set 50 books also. But I am 35 books in right now at the moment. So yeah, I have 18 books. And I think 2 of them that I don't need to complete my reading goal or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. And I already completed 1 book, which is 64 pages or something. And I already completed that. I was already done with that. So yeah. So the first book which is the book that I already completed, was Molly's Surprise by Valerie Tripp. I gave this 3 stars. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's a children's book, so I'm not I'm maybe 4 stars, and I'm like, well, I didn't really, I liked it, but again, it's a children's book, and that's not really my age. She's 9 years old, so, but I liked it. So I gave it 3 stars. And so the next one is Crown at Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I am currently reading this. I am currently reading, I think 7 of these books right now, and then the other half I'm not reading at the moment. So I am currently on page 214. And there is 418, not counting acknowledgements, because 420 if it was acknowledgements. I don't read acknowledgements. But yeah, I'm currently reading this one. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. The first one is about a assassin who she killed someone, so she got sent to a work camp or whatever, and so she is taken out of there, and then she is going to be one of the king's champions. So she's going to work for the king if she wins the championship, if she wins the competition basically, and everything. So she has to people die. She's an assassin, and people don't know that, well, she goes by a different name in the book, but like people don't know that she's actually Selena and everything. So, but yeah, I really am enjoying this so far, and I hope to finish it. And the next book I am currently reading is Evermore by Alyson Noel. I am almost done to completing this. I am on page 229, and there is 301. Yeah, 301 pages, and I'm on 229. So this book is about the Immortals. The Immortals series is about a girl who was in a terrible car accident. Her name's Ever. She's 16 years old, and so when she is brought back to life from the car accident, she can see auras, and she can hear people's thoughts and know someone's entire life story just by touching them, basically. And then she meets this boy Damon, and things happen, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I kind of guessed what he was. I mean, I guessed, but then I was wrong, and then I was right at the same time. So, and they fall deeply in love, and it's insta-lovey, basically. Really, really insta-lovey. I'm just like, oof, okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of insta-love, but like at the same time, I'm just like, it's whatever. I kind of like insta-love. I don't know, but I feel like just calm down. You barely know each other for like 5 seconds. Now you just want to fall in love and like everything. I'm just like, calm down. You barely know the dude. So yeah, I really hope to get this one done also. And the next book I hope to read is going to be for Zoe's read by Zoe. I keep saying Zoe. I mean, it's read by Zoe. 24-hour. It's going to be the holiday edition. This is the first time I'm going to be participating, because the other times I didn't know about it the first time. And the second time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna participate, and then I forgot about it. And then the Halloween edition I was going to participate also, and then of course I forgot. But it is going to be held on December 9th. Your time zone, obviously. That's what she explains. I'm like, how do you, like, why would you do it her time zone? That would be like confusing. Like, so you do it your time zone on December 9th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So the book I'm going to be reading is going to be a reread. It is going to be Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. She is the YouTuber Zoella. She has written a book. She has other 2 books too. Of course, someone had to call me while I was filming. But I haven't read I haven't read the last 2 yet. I've only read this one. I really want to get to the next 2. Apparently, I knew about this one I knew about what happened when basically Zoe didn't actually write this. It was a ghostwriter. She came up with the ideas, but she didn't actually write it. So I'm like, I read it one time, and I'm like, now I'm just like, I don't really want to read it if it's not actually written by her. I didn't know about it until after I read it the first time, and now I'm just like, I mean, Zoe didn't write this, so I kind of don't even want to read it, but I'm going to read it, and if I might just keep it on my shelf just for the look of it, because I love it. I love the cover and everything. So I might just read this the second time and then not pick it up again. Not pick up her other books either, because she obviously didn't write those either. Probably I don't know if she even wrote the second 2. So I'm just like, I don't want to be like, you didn't write it, so that's not even fair. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm hoping to read this one. It takes place in the winter time. It's about a girl named Penny. She's like 14 or something, and she has anxiety disorder and she has panic attacks and everything, and she writes on a blog. And so she has the opportunity to go to America during the winter time to help her mother about like with the wedding stuff. And then she meets a guy named Noah, and they fall in love, blah blah blah, and then things happen. I enjoyed the story, it's really good, but it's not by Zoe's, which makes me really, really upset. And now I'm going to be getting into the books that I'm going to be reading for a randomathon, which is the readathon that I'm going to be hosting from December 11th to December 17th. I said they ended on Saturdays, and I was like, honey, no, they start on Monday and finish on a Sunday. I don't know. But I have an announcement video for the readathon. If you want to go check that out, it's my last video. That would be amazing. And if you want to participate, just follow the Twitter that I'm going to have linked down below. So if you want to participate, just make a TBR, send it. That would be great, so I know that you are participating and I know what your TBR is, and that would be amazing. So the next book I'm going to be reading is Crest by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series or quartet or whatever you want to call it. I always call like something after like 3 books a series. So, but this is the third one. So the first one is about this girl Cinder, and she is a cyborg, and things happen. She meets the Prince Kai. He's like, I love Prince Kai so much. I think that's it. Prince Kai, is that his name? I think so. I don't really know. But yeah, but this is the third one. I'm not gonna give a synopsis because that would be, I think, spoilerish. So yeah. Also, I'm currently reading this one too. I am on page 14, and there is 550 pages, not including acknowledgements. And the next book I'm going to be reading is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I am currently reading this one also. This is the final book in the Harry Potter series, and I started this in July and still haven't finished it. I know. I am on page 186, and there is 759 pages, and everything. I know, I need to finish. I've been reading this since July, since, Booktubeathon and Biblioathon. I'm trying my best, and I'm annotating it a little bit. I've only had 4 sticky tabs in it, though. I don't know. Like, Crown of Midnight, I was annotating it, and writing in it, and highlighting stuff, but I don't know. I haven't been doing that, because I haven't been reading it, because I've been reading Evermore. I'm just like, I need to know what happens, and I'm getting to the good parts, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, just go on Twitter, say, Molly, you need to finish this, right now, but you're going to cry, so don't finish it too much. Don't finish it too early, because you're going to cry, because I watched the movies, and before I read the books, obviously, because when the movies came out, I was a big reader when I was younger, but, I wasn't really into Harry Potter, reading Harry Potter that much. I was still reading, Junie B. Jones when Harry Potter came out, and, the Magic Tree House and everything, and a little bit, some other books that I can't remember. I wasn't, into Harry Potter just yet. I wasn't reading young adult until, 6th grade, which I was 12 when I started young adult and everything. So yeah, just remind me, Mom, you need to finish this real fast, because You're going to cry, you're going to be emotional, and you're just like, ah. So, yeah. And the next book I'm going to be reading is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is a standalone. This is about Catherine, Catherine is one of the most desired girls in Wonderland, which is where she lives. And then this is about her story before she is the Queen of Hearts and how she became to be the Queen of Hearts and everything. And I'm only on page 100, and there is how many pages? 449 pages. So yeah, I need to get this done really fast because everyone's like talking about it. Everyone's been talking about it since 2016, and I'm just like, I need to know why she's like that, why she was the Queen of Hearts, like why she's like off with her head and everything. So I just need to finish this really fast and then own my own copy because I keep picking up from the library. But if I get my own copy, I could like finally finish it. I mean, like finally, like maybe I could still keep procrastinating. I don't know, but yeah. And the next book I am going to be reading is Unravel Me by Tara Mafi. This is the second book in the Shatter Me series because there is going to be 3 more books that is going to be published. Restore Me is like, oh my gosh. Restore Me cover is gorgeous. All these covers are gorgeous. I think this one is my favorite so far. Unravel Me. I just love Unravel Me's speech issue is my problem. This is the second one, but the first one, it's about a girl named Juliet. She has powers, and she is locked up in an asylum, I think. And why am I reading? I think she's locked up in an asylum because she has killed people because her power is if she touches people, then they die, which is tragic, but like cool to have, I guess, because you could just kill all your enemies and kill all the people you don't like and kill all the stupid people. So voila. But yeah, and then she meets this boy Adam, and things happen, and Warner, and things happen, and it's really cool. I love it. And I am on page 52, and there is 461 pages, so like wish me luck. So I finish this soon. And the next book I'm going to be reading, I have not finished this series at all yet. I know. It is Eclipse by Stephenie Meyer. This is the 3rd book in the Twilight Saga series. I have not finished this series at all yet, and I know. Don't butcher me in the comments. I know. I have not finished this yet. I need to. I know. Okay, stop it already. I know. Okay, I am on page 14, and there is a lot of pages. There is 629 pages. I'm doing this for a readathon. Help me. This is the 3rd book, but the 1st book is, I'm not going to explain it because I'm pretty sure everyone knows what it's about already. So yeah. And the next one I'm going to be reading is Strange Sweet Song by Addie Rule. Her name is really hard. It's spelled A-D-I, Addie. I'm gonna guess Addie. Addie Rule, The Strange Sweet Song. I don't know too much about this book. I read this It's really long, so, but it's confusing. It's not confusing, but all I know is about a girl who goes something about a forest, something called a great beast called the Felix, something about a school, music flows in her blood, and she's there to sing. It's an academy. Not as the daughter of the world-renowned musicians, but as an artist and leading lady in her own right. I'm gonna link all these books, by the way. I'm gonna start doing that in the Goodreads link in the description down below, so I don't have to keep so you can just go, if I don't know about a book, I'll just link it, blah blah blah. But I am hoping it sounds really good when I read it, like the description. It sounds really good. Music is in her blood, so it's about music, I'm gonna guess, and everything. So yeah. And the next book I am going to be reading is Always and Forever, Lara Jean. This is the final book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. I am not prepared for this trilogy to end. Oh, I'm so glad it did not end on P.S. I Still Love You, because that ending did not satisfy my needs and I needed more. So I have another book to satisfy my needs and everything. So I hope this book is really, really good and everything. The first book is about a girl, Lara Jean, who writes letters to her loved ones, to the boys that she loved before, but she does not send them off. She writes their mail address, their address on the envelope, but she does not send them off until someone does, and then now all the boys that she loved before have the letters that she has written, and they know it's her, obviously, because it's Lara Jean. Love Lara Jean. And then she meets Peter, who she liked before, and things happen, and I'm just like, this trilogy, where the only first two books that I read was amazing. And Jenny Han is a genius. She is an amazing writer. I love her writing style. It's so flowing and everything, and it's so amazing, and I love it. And I just I need to read her other series trilogy, The Summer I Turned Pretty. I need to read that one, and I'm just I love these books, and they're so amazing. And this is Lara Jean's senior year, but we could, oh my gosh, she can write more books about her college life and what she goes through that. There you go, Jenny Han. I gave you an idea. Write more of Lara Jean, so when she goes to college, not just her high school life, because I need more books. I don't know how this ending is going to pan out, but I hope it's really good. And maybe just like Tahereh Mafi with the Shatter Me series, she is writing more books. They say they're not going to write anymore. Like she said, she wasn't going to write another book after P.S. I Still Love You, but she wrote this one. So yeah, I'm hyped for this book. I hope it lives up to its hype, and it's amazing. So I'm going to be talking about another readathon that I'm going to be participating in. I'm participating in two readathons. The first one is mine, and then the second one is going to be called Cramathon. It is from December 26th to January 2nd. So basically you're trying to cram on all these books and, for your reading challenge, and January 2nd is oh, you can add on to your next reading challenge too. But I'm like, I thought it's supposed to be like for this one, just only this reading challenge, but I don't know. The first challenge is a book under 200 pages, and that book is going to be The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, an eclipse novella. This takes place during eclipse, but like you read it after eclipse. So this is by Stephanie Meyer. I am hoping I can finish Eclipse during my readathon so I can read this one. If I don't, then I'm not going to read this one. I'm just like, I don't have any other shortest book on my TBR. I mean, a book under 200 pages on my TBR. Or like, in general. This is the shortest one I have that I have not read. I have Raft by S.A. Bodine, but I read that one this year already, and I don't want to like read it again if I already read it this year. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish Eclipse first so I can read this one. So yeah. And the next challenge is read a book with LGBTQ plus representation, and that book is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. Oh my god, I get it. Albertalli. Okay, I'm just going to, I usually can say it, but now, sometimes. But this book is about a girl named Molly. Yes, we have the same name, which is really cool, because I'm like, I relate to her so much. She has had 26 crushes and no boyfriends. I mean, I had like 5 boys and I had like 5 boyfriends before. My secrets are out. Oh my gosh. I am currently single Pringle, ready to mingle, and she is plus size, and I don't know too much about this book. I just know that she has had a lot of crushes and no boyfriend. She's plus size. She has lesbian moms. Her sister's a lesbian. And her sister has a girlfriend and everything. And so she meets a guy named Will and everything. Things happen. I'm not 100% sure. I don't feel like reading the entire description or synopsis because no thank you. Yeah, so that's what has LGBTQ, but so that's what the representation is. So yeah. And the next challenge is read one of the host's favorite short books, and I chose as Dylan's. Dylan as Dylan the Reader 5. This is the one I could find at the library because I didn't have any like of their short books. But this is the one that I got interested in most also, and that is Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott. This is about a kidnapping, a girl who gets kidnapped. When Alice was 10, Ray took her away from her family, her friends, her life. She learned to give up all power, to endure all pain. She waited for the nightmare to be over. Now Alice is 15 and Ray still has her, but he speaks more and more of her death. He does not know it was what she longs for. She does not know he has something more terrifying than death in mind for her. This is Alice's story. It is one you never heard and one we'll never ever forget. I don't know too much about this book. I just know it's a girl about kidnapping and like everything. This is 170 pages long. But then Dylan says it's like 169, but I'm just like, honey, I don't know if you looked at this, but it said 170. So I just scolded myself kind of. But it's short font and I'm like living for it, so I am pretty sure I can get this one done. So yeah. And then the next challenge is shortest book on your TBR, and that is Feuds by Avery Hastings. I am in love with this cover. It's so gorgeous. You can see it, but like it's so pretty, and like the font, the letters, it's like you can touch them and they're like, they come up from the page, and I'm just like, I live for that. And it's so, sometimes you have to fight for love. I again don't know much about this story. I don't know too much about this story. I'm just going to link this down below if you want to know more about it, because this video is going to be very, very long. So yeah. And then the fifth challenge is a book that has your favorite color on the cover, and that is my favorite color is yellow, and that is going to be Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I always want to say Suzanne Young. I don't know why, but like she's one of my favorite authors also, because she writes the program and All in Pieces, and they're both amazing and I love them. But like Catching Fire has yellow in the pin and everything, and this is the second book in the Catching Fire, the Hunger Games trilogy. I'm not going to go into detail because you should already know what this trilogy is about and everything, and it's really good and it's amazing, and it's about kids killing each other, and it's cool. This is the second book, obviously, if you do not know. Oh yeah, this is a reread again. And the next book is going to be a reread also. I read this one last year in 2016, and that challenge is going to be a book that was gifted to you. A book that was gifted to you. I don't have like any books that was gifted to me except this one, but it wasn't really a gift because, I mean, it was a gift, but like I picked it out at Target because I wanted a book, and my dad's like, oh, okay, I'll wrap this one up and give it to you on Christmas. Even though I knew I already had it. And I was like, oh, this is the book I picked out. Thank you. That, you know, that was in 2015. And I got it. I mean, I picked it out for myself, but like I received it as a gift, if you would say. But that book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. This is about a boy named Theodore Finch and Violet, and they meet on the ledge of the bell tower, and it involves mental illness, it involves suicide and depression, I think. I know it involves suicide, but I think it involves depression also and everything, and I love this book, one of my favorite books of all time, and I'm in love, and this cover is really cute. I like the cover. So yeah, you need to pick this one up if you have not already. And the final book that I am going to be reading for this challenge is going to be read 7 books. And that book I chose was H2O by Virginia Burgin. This book is not very popular, but it's a dystopian, and I'm very excited to read it. It's about a virus, killer rain, there's no cure, the drinkable water is running out, and I'm just like, it's in the rain and just one drop will kill you. So it's about a virus that's in the water supply, and Ruby needs to go embark on a treacherous journey across the country to find her father, if he's even still alive, because she don't know if he's still alive because of the water, and the water is contaminated and everything. So I am very excited to read this one also. I cannot wait. I love dystopians because they are they're one of my favorite genres. So yeah. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you give this a big old thumbs up, and make sure you comment down below what you plan on reading in December and how many books you read in November, everything. Make sure you subscribe down below for see more of me. So yeah, bye guys.